You don't get an intro. You don't get a normal intro. Not for this. Not for this. Oh, so I just watched The Curse of Michael Myers. And yeah, that was not good. That was not good. That was not good in the slightest. So, movie wasn't good. I'm being a little harsh. Don't get me wrong, the movie is still, it's bad. Don't get me wrong, it's bad. But it's just not as bad as I remember it being. So this is gonna be a strange, so I was conflicted before I started watching the movie, how I was gonna review this. If I was gonna watch the theatrical version, then just try to find as much clips and stuff of the other version, and then just review the movie like that, and then just talk about some of the other stuff, or I was gonna just watch a cut comparison from Dead Meat and figure that's good enough. And I was like, nope. I'm gonna review both individually. Why? So not only do I have to watch this, I had to watch this movie, I'm gonna have to watch it again. I'm not looking forward to that at all. I'm not interested in this movie. First of all, this has a similar problem. I'm not gonna mention the producer's cut yet, but I will review the producer cut. Just not yet. We're just gonna review the theatrical version as if it is. Because the reason why we're doing the theatrical version first is because it's the one that's more widely available and the one more people have seen. My goodness, this movie's not good. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. One problem that I have with this one is the same thing I have with part 5. The fact that they kill off Jamie in the first 30 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. They kill her off, and even though her kill's pretty good, still's like you kill off this character this early into the movie, and seriously, it's like they just want to commit to new actors and don't want to use old characters, I guess. And I will say Michael's look is an upgrade in this one compared to the last film. I will say he looks nicer. But this is the one where we get that cult explanation stuff, which is not handled well in this version of the movie. Like, you don't really get much information about how the cult works, or more answers to it, or why is Michael in a cult. All you get is the fact that it has something to do with him, and he heard voices when he was a kid, and with this version, there are plot points that don't go anywhere in this. You don't get a proper send-off to some stuff, and if the producer cut didn't finish this movie, if the producer's cut didn't happen or wasn't released, it would really be a bad send-off for Donald Pleasance. Let's talk about him for a second. Donald Pleasance, in my opinion, I was expecting him to be a lot more crazy in this one, but I guess since he's older in this one, and this is his very last film role, he's not as over the top, and he's probably one of my favorite performances of Loomis in this series so far. One of my favorite. I don't know if he's my favorite, but because I like Loomis, he's probably one of my favorite characters. He's one of my favorite horror characters of all time. Not counting the slasher or whatever. I like him a lot, and watching these movies have made that a lot more abundantly clear that I like him a lot. And even though he's like, definitely, there's times where I don't like him, but like in this one, there's mostly I'm with him. He's not over the top crazy, but he's still like, this freaking dude is back, and we gotta handle it again. Thought I was done with this crap. Nope, we're right back in. But with this one, there is a lot to like. There's a lot to like with this one. No, what am I saying? There's not a lot to like. I'm so sorry. No, sorry. There is not a lot to like with this movie. There is not a lot to like. Like, I'm sorry, but this is the worst one of the series so far. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And it's only worse than 5 by like maybe 30, 40%, about 40%. It's still bad though. There's a lot of, like I said, the plot points that don't go anywhere. They're like, and just like Paul Rudd's acting. I think this is also Paul Rudd's film debut. He seems like Anakin in episode 2 of Star Wars sometimes. Just in a compliment, by the way. Even though I do not hate that movie. Do not hate that movie. Do not hate that movie. I do not hate that movie. Why am I talking like a robot? Okay, sorry. But yeah, this movie is definitely the worst of the franchise, and it's just poorly done. Some of the scenes I actually like, some of the chase stuff, some of the stuff with Michael is nice. There's one scene that literally like made me legitimately uncomfortable. Like I was like, not uncomfortable, like I'm like, wow, you did that? Like, I don't think this movie made me angry. I was expecting to walk out of this angry, finish this movie being so freaking mad at this movie that I wouldn't want to watch anymore. I still didn't like it. It still is bad. But I definitely wouldn't say it's as bad as I thought it was going to be. I've lightened up on this movie a little bit, even though I do still think it's the worst so far. I'm not going to say I think it's the worst because I still have, if you count the producer's cut of this, a good few more movies to go. But it's just weird. Like, so one thing I saw that this movie is like, they're talking about how Haddonfield banned Halloween. I was like, finally, after so much murders happening on Halloween night, and that also gets explained in this movie, why the murders that happen on Halloween night. That's been explained. But it's not still like there's still other stuff that needs to be explained, and there's stuff in this version is like, and I obviously the producer's cut is done better than this one because this movie ends abruptly. Like it doesn't feel like a proper conclusion. Like that's like legit. Say what you want about the number 5, but at least it had what felt like an ending. Like yeah, it ends abruptly, but kind of, but like it feels like hey, your stuff's been wrapped up and we're setting up the sequel. But this one is just like it ends so abruptly. I mean, there's not technically a direct sequel to this one because they reboot the franchise to have it only connect to Halloween 2 after this one. It's just it's so weird. It's really strange, to be honest. And I didn't like it. It's bad. It's not super bad like I was expecting, but like there's some solid kills here. Like there are some solid kills here. So that's something that definitely, like I said, Michael looks all right in here. Some of them are portrayed. You get to see characters you obviously don't like. You get a return to the Schroed family. So Lori's family. Her adopted family in this timeline. And it's fine to see them again. Like there's definitely some stuff that needs better explaining and better shots and angles and stuff for this to be better. But definitely we'll check out with the theatrical cut. This was the theatrical cut. The producer's cut, we'll look at that next. I'm not gonna review it tonight. For this, guys, I'm not gonna watch that tonight. Let's say that I'm not gonna watch that tonight, but I'm gonna definitely gonna. I'm not looking forward to some of this. I'm not looking forward to watching this again. I'm gonna watch it again from the start. But I'll have to give this one a solid 2.5 out of 5. Like I said, it's not as bad as I remember it being. So I don't think it deserves a solid 2. So, because there are some solid kills and it's just not, it isn't a good movie, but I'll give it a 2.5 just to be nice. What did you guys think of this one? Do you guys hate it? It's not as bad as I remembered. It's not. So that's something. It's still bad, don't get me wrong. But I'm just worried. I'm worried about watching the producer's cut. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.